One of the hardest problems when it comes to making a thumbnail is that there are unlimited directions you can go. The key problem you need to overcome is to figure out what is the best possible thumbnail for my video. And so luckily, there's a way of thinking that can help you out with this and that I've been using to work with clients like KSI. KSI is a YouTuber I've been working with for a bit now, and I used this for one of the videos and it helped a lot. So I'm gonna break down exactly what I did and how you guys can use it as well. So the first thing you want to do is open up a doc or something and then write a section called threads. So I'm going to write T here for threads. And a thread is basically kind of like when you think of your video idea and you're trying to brainstorm a thumbnail for it, you want to think of several threads you can pull on, or think of them as directions you can go into basically, right? So a good example is this series right here. So KSI, we dropped a video called Make Us Laugh, Win $1,000. Okay, this video got 7 million views. It's done really well on the channel. And so we've done this video several different times with different guests, and we used a pretty cool strategy here for the thumbnail. So the first thumbnail was kind of the first thread we thought of doing, which was let's have KSI and the guest laughing at a funny guy. That makes sense. That's probably the first idea most people think of when they think of this idea. It's like a very basic one, and it did pretty well. But we knew we could do better. And so for the next video idea, to be safe, we made this video again. So when we dropped the next video, we made a couple different thumbnails. The first one was just a double down on this one. Okay, so this was option number 1 for the second video idea. Option number 2 was a second thread that we thought about. And so the concept of this video is that a bunch of different KSI fans come to KSI and they try to make him laugh. If they make him laugh, they make $1,000. And so the first angle, like I said, was just a picture of a funny guy. The second angle we thought of was, what if we showed the quantity of the people coming to make KSI laugh? So 1, 2, 3, 4, just all these different people creating a line into the back. And this is a thumbnail format that does really well on YouTube. So we were pretty confident in this as well. So this was the second thumbnail option we tested, or the second thread. And lo and behold, this thumbnail option won. So if we had just stuck with the first one, we wouldn't have found an improvement here. But that wasn't everything. We thought we could do even better, because if you look at this thumbnail, it's kind of messy. I don't love it. I don't think it screams this is a banger, even though it did well. So for the next video, this was option number 1, right? Because it had 1. And then what we did is we tried another format. The other format was actually kind of interesting, and I'll show you all 3 thumbnails we tested here. So if I go over here and then get my pen tool, you'll see that we tested showing multiple people again, right? So we have a leading line over here, a leading line over here, right? So we're doing the format 1. And we weren't sure if this thumbnail winning had been a fluke, this leading line. So just to be safe, we also did the funny person in the middle, and then KSI, and then Deji, the co-host, laughing on the sides, just to be safe. So this was option number 2 for the thumbnail. And then the third one was an angle that we thought could beat both of these. And so it was the third thread. The third thread here is the thread of money, okay? And so when you think about the title, Make Us Laugh, Win $1,000, those are a couple threads you can go into. The first one is you show something that makes them laugh and you use that as the click factor, okay? So that was the first one. The second option was, let's show the quantity of people coming to make KSI laugh, and that was this one, and it won. And the third one was, let's show the money aspect of the title. And so that's what we did. So we have both of the guests here, KSI, we have his brother Deji, and then we show the money. And a little side note here, what we did with the money, I think is pretty smart, is we showed the money in a really odd way. So normally when you have money in a thumbnail, you either have it in a briefcase like Mr. Beast does, or you have like a couple stacks of money that would have been down here. But the issue was it wasn't going to take up a lot of space, and I didn't want to have like a bunch of money down here and then all this space empty over here, or like maybe use text to fill it up. I didn't like that. You always want to use as much space as possible in a thumbnail. And so I like messed around with a couple different versions, and then I came up with this option, which was a pyramid of rolled bills. And I haven't seen this done on YouTube before, which is always cool to see, like when you innovate on something like this. And it took up the space really well. It looks odd, which is like one of the main goals of making a thumbnail, like make something shocking or odd that makes people go, wait, what is that? And it showed the money. And this one like blew the other ones out of the park. It beat them by a lot. And that video with Deji, that third video, if I pull it up here, is a 1 out of 10. Like it's crushed the other ones. It's at 9 million views currently, and it's growing by like 600 to 800,000 views every single month. So it's crushing. So that's the strategy you want to use here. And so you want to do this for every single video. When you have to come up with a thumbnail for your video, or with several thumbnails, you should be making more than one, by the way. You want to have a tab called threads, and then you're like, what are all the options I can do for this? That's a terribly drawn 3. What are all the options I can do for this thumbnail? All the different angles. For us, it was show a funny person, show a lot of people, show the money. Those are the 3 ones. We tested all of them, and we found the one that won. If we had just stuck with the first one and not experimented, like a lot of people do this, they never think to improve what's currently working, then we wouldn't have found better formats, if that makes sense. And so for us, we tested across several different videos here because we knew we'd be repeating, but you can also do this within a video. Like as you can see here, we tested those 3 formats in one video just to make sure, and it won. And so now for all future ideas, this is kind of the base idea, and we're currently trying to beat this thumbnail, and we haven't found a thumbnail that beats this format. So if you go on the channel right now, you'll see we repeat this thumbnail over and over again. We have other thumbnails, they just don't win in the A/B tests that YouTube has. And this is really simple to do. You don't need to like search on YouTube, find data. You literally just need to sit down with a Google Doc and write down, hey, what are the different angles I could approach this from? And you can do this for anything. If it's a hide and seek video, you could be doing somebody running away. You could be doing somebody hiding with like really good paint. You could do somebody seeking with somebody hiding. There's a ton of different angles for every single video you make. So try this out. I think it's gonna help a lot. It's been a game changer for me. Anyways, peace.